Well, former Indian Test cricketer Dilip Vengsarkar and former Maharashtra Chief Minister Vilas Rao Deshmukh are set to go head-to-head for the top job in Mumbai cricket. We have Shobit with all the details. Shobit, it's cricket versus politics today.
Absolutely, Niranjan. I'm outside the Mumbai Cricket Association, the BCCI headquarters here in Mumbai, and I can tell you the board is already abuzz with the elections which are slated for later today. Now, former Test cricketer who has played over 100 Test matches for India, former chairman of selectors Dilip Vengsarkar is up against Vilas Rao Deshmukh, MOS for Science and Technology and Vice President of the MCA, and Mr. Vengsarkar being the first cricketer who has a realistic chance to challenge for the BCCI, for the MCA top post in over 20 years. It was Madhav Mantri back in 1987 who was the first and only cricketer to hold the top post of the Mumbai Cricket Association, the only cricketer, mind you. So politicians have been ruling the Mumbai Cricket Association for over 60 years, but at the same time Mumbai Cricket Association is the most powerful board in the country. So it's a real tussle between the cricketers and the politicians who want to rule this board, not for the incentives and the perks. Now, an example of this, Mr. Vilas Rao Deshmukh recently did not attend his swearing-in ceremony for the MOS of Minister of Science when he was given the post because he was campaigning for the MCA elections. So really the politicians are eager to be a part of the MCA, but the MCA being the most richest and the most powerful cricketing body in India, and the MCA president, Mr. Sharad Pawar, is campaigning for Mr. Deshmukh today. So it's going to be an interesting election today, and the closest for years now.
Now, you also mentioned that there's a lot of stake here. As far as support base is concerned, give us a sense of who's got more support, and as far as Vilas Rao Deshmukh is concerned, and as far as Vengsarkar is concerned, give us a sense of the kind of support they enjoy at the MCA.
Niranjan, all the politicians, the current camp, Mr. Sharad Pawar has given his backing to Mr. Vilas Rao Deshmukh. Now, it would have been very interesting to see that if Mr. Sharad Pawar would have himself contested the elections. He pulled out only last week, citing some technical reasons, which we'll get into later. But at the same time, had he been contesting the elections, it would have been interesting to see whether he would have still backed Mr. Vilas Rao Deshmukh, or had it been the other way around. Meanwhile, all the former cricketers around the country have thrown their weight behind Dilip Vengsarkar with Kapil Dev, and even Mumbai cricketers coming out and saying that it's high time that cricketers are given a chance to run the game in the country because they know the sport. So, and that's the pitch on which the cricketer Mr. Dilip Vengsarkar is fighting the elections. He says that he can really improve the grassroots level cricket in Mumbai. So that's his pitch. Meanwhile, Mr. Deshmukh is saying that the politicians can really help cricket as a sport develop and get benefits from the centre. So it's both the camps have got a lot of support, and like I said, it's going to be one of the closest elections for years.
Stay with us. In fact, Kapil Dev also had his own views on the same.
I think the move is taking place, so I'm very glad, I'm very happy. I hope one day, I'm not saying the politicians shouldn't be there, I'm not saying the businessman shouldn't be there, but I always feel in every sports at least 60% sports people should be there to at least guide the politician or guide the bureaucrat or guide the businessman how the sports take place. That's more important.